I am your host, KC Phoenix, and this is my daily thought. Know when to bow out. And for those of you who are watching, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Same thing if you're listening. KIRWKC.com is the main podcasting website. Okay, there's a lot of things going through my head right now. This is sort of connected to when I did the episode, Remove What Doesn't Serve You. I think that was the title of the episode. My infamous episode where I forgot how tall Mount Everest was. Or maybe that was a different episode. Regardless, yeah, my brain had a loopy moment. I've discussed removing what doesn't serve you plenty of times. And I'm pretty sure it was in be careful with who and how you share your energy and a few other things. But when it comes to removing something, I decided to be more specific about removing yourself versus removing something. Because it's easy where if you know soda isn't good for you, obviously you remove it. It doesn't serve you anymore. If you're in a situation with someone, you want to remove yourself, and being able to remove yourself from that situation, you have to know when to bow out. I've also mentioned this before on one of my Keeping It Real with KC episodes, where on Medea's Family Reunion, the movie, they were having the conversation and he was talking about how Muhammad Ali went past his prime and kept on fighting. Frank Sinatra kept on singing past his prime, but Lena Horne knew when to bow out. If you're dealing with someone and you've given them chance after chance after chance, you probably want to bow out. You want to remove yourself from the situation because you being in that situation no longer serves you. If something is constantly draining your energy, you have to remove yourself. If you are not appreciated at a job that you've been at for a long time, not only are you at a point where you're removing the job because it no longer serves you, you're removing yourself, and you have to know when to bow out. You have to know what the signs are. And only you will know what the signs are. Because again, as I mentioned before, every individual is different. Every individual is an individual. It's like snowflakes. None of us are alike. We have similar characteristics. We may have similar characteristics, but none of us, not one person on this planet, is alike. Not even identical twins. I don't care how much they look alike. I don't care how much they act alike. They still are not 100% alike. There's something different there. And because everyone is different, only they will recognize the signs in front of them that say, hey, it's time for me to bow out. The sign may be at a job where everyone has been promoted but you. That may be the sign. Or it could be something with your work. Who knows? As I said, everyone's an individual. But if you notice something that isn't, something that doesn't set right with you, you have to know when to bow out. You can't keep yourself in a situation that, as I say, doesn't serve you. You have to know when to remove yourself from a situation. If it is a romantic relationship, I have seen people in relationships where they know the person they're with has cheated more than once, and they're not comfortable with the cheating. But they don't bow out of the relationship. They know the person they're dealing with has someone on the side. And that person is juggling both of them. And they stay instead of saying, hey, I'm going to make my exit now. There's a song that I love by Whitney Houston. It's called I Bow Out. You know, time to get off the stage. End of the show. That is how I feel when it comes to people. They just need to know when to bow out. It amazes me how, and this isn't a judgy statement. I promise you it isn't, because I don't judge anyone. This is an opinion show. You know, all my shows are opinion shows. It's just an opinion. It amazes me how some people can be a glutton for punishment, where they know the cycle, something has went past the cycle, where the cycle should have ended and the person should have bowed out long ago. But they continue in this turbulent cycle for whatever reason. Maybe because they're afraid of being alone, maybe because they need help paying the bills, or whatever. Because again, we're all individuals, we all have our reasons. At the same time, we still need to recognize the signs, and the universe will always give you signs to say, hey, you might want to bow out. It's about that time. It's curtain call. It's time to lower the curtain on whatever this is. Because we need to get you to a new show for something better. And if I can say anything to you, I want to say, value yourself above all else. Know your worth. Know that you are worthy of good and success and great health in everything. Know that you are worthy. None of us, including myself, and I can't believe I'm saying this on camera, including myself, none of us are perfect. And as a matter of fact, just keep that between us. Don't show this video to anybody else. Or don't let anybody else listen to this if you're listening to this. Keep it between us. None of us, including myself, are perfect. We all have done things in our life that we may have done differently had were the opportunity to represent itself, or to present itself again. Is represent itself a word? More than likely, yes, but I don't feel comfortable using it. So I'll just say were the opportunity to present itself again. Regardless of the things that we may have done in our past, that doesn't mean we deserve a horrible future. Will there be karma? It's a possibility. One of the best quotes I ever heard was from this girl, or should I say young lady. She's a tarot card reader, Ice Cream Dreams Tarot. She has said, karma is a silent and slow-moving gangster. That's what she has said. So, for some of the things that we've done, will we see karma? It's a possibility. At the same time, whatever the karma is, the cycle still has to end. It isn't, when karma comes, it isn't a thing of a continuous punishment. There is no such thing. There is no such cycle. I can tell you, I know this for a fact. There is no such cycle as a continuous punishment where you should constantly be in some type of pain, whether it's physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain, spiritual pain, whatever. There is no cycle where it will be continuous. All cycles eventually have to end. So don't ever feel like you deserve to be constantly punished for something. You don't. In being punished, me talking about this, that is just part of knowing when to bow out of something. That's just one of the bubbles. There's a few bubbles here, but that's just one of the bubbles. Because I know there are some people out there, and I've dealt with some people out there who feel they're reaping their karma, so they'll deal with it because they feel they won't get out of the cycle. Where if they were to bow out, they feel that once they go to another situation, it'll be another bad situation like the one that they're currently in, because they feel they're reaping their karma. What I'm saying is, karma is not a continuous punishment. The universe doesn't work like that. Don't feel you have to stay because if you go to something else, you're just going to get the same. I'm not saying that you couldn't. I'm just saying that eventually the punishment will end and you deserve better for that. Now, for the overall, always pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your intuition. Most people, regardless of what their astrological sign is, have some type of intuition. Some people call it discernment, where something is about to happen and they feel like isn't it just doesn't set right. Something's off. Pay attention to moments like that. Because when those moments come, it's a possibility the universe is telling you, hey, you need to investigate this more. Or, hey, don't step on the gas on this one. I'm not saying slam on the brake, but just take your foot off the gas and let it coast a little bit so you can take in the visual and see what's what. But always know you deserve better. And that's one of the things that is connected, or one of the most essential things. Let me be clear on that. That is one of the most essential things that is connected to knowing when to bow out, because you deserve better. You deserve better. If something is at its peak or at its prime, there isn't any need to bow out. If something is starting to decline, after you've looked at the situation and looked at the signs, because I'm not saying retreat from every single thing when something gets bad. I'm not saying that. So let me add that caveat in there. This goes back to pay attention to the signs. Know when you need to live to fight another day, or when you just need to bow out completely. The only way you will know that is if you pay attention to the signs. You have to pay attention to the signs. And I promise you, the signs are there for you to know. But in the midst of all of that, in order to have a better compass when it comes to navigating this territory, you first have to know your worth. If you don't know your worth, you're going to be lost at sea. And you won't know when to bow out to get out of the cycle that you're in. You have to know your worth. And that's all I got for my daily thought. I will be doing some episodes this weekend because, as you know, Keeping It Real with Casey is a weekend show. I've just been doing my daily thoughts during the week. And as I mentioned before, I will do a movie recommendation this weekend. So you have to tune in for the movie recommendation. If you're listening, if you're watching, then you can watch it on YouTube or Daily Motion. The other episode, I think I'm going to talk about time travel. Not sure yet. And then, of course, I'll do a podcast-only episode. I haven't fully decided yet, but you're definitely getting 3 episodes. You'll get 3 episodes this weekend. So don't forget to tune in for that. My brain is so scrambled right now because, as you know, I have my other show. And I did that this morning. I was up at 6 a.m. and I'm just moving in my bed. I'm like, oh my God, I have to get up and do that. And I have to get up early in the morning because I have to cut my hair. Because my hair is growing back out. I got to shave my face and do that. I probably have to call my little sister because she hasn't called me back yet, even though we talk by text. And yeah, I have a few things to do and some groceries should be arriving in the minute that I ordered because I needed some more spinach and tuna and other stuff. So, and some more hummus, because I wanted some more hummus. And I'm rambling right now. But yeah, anyways, I appreciate all the support from everyone that have been listening to the show and watching the show. And I will give you more episodes and more daily thoughts during the week as time goes on. I appreciate it. My throat is dry. I'm running out of breath. I love you. Be blessed.